If you're self-employed, you're required to deduct your taxes from your income and send payments to the IRS every quarter. The amount of quarterly IRS payments is estimated based on your company's income last year or projected income for the current year. At the end of the year, you need to file your annual tax return. Filing business taxes can feel like an intimidating task, especially if it's your first time. Questions about what can be deducted and what can't, as well as the stipulations for each deduction, often arise throughout the year when considering business deductions. To help alleviate some of these uncertainties, let's discuss 6 important aspects for managing your small business tax deductions. Number 1, keep track of your expenses. Money that you spend on business expenses, such as office space, office supplies, business travel, office utilities, and many more can qualify for small business tax deductions, albeit with some limitations on each. Small businesses that file as a sole proprietor will use a Schedule C form to list deductible expenses, which will decrease the income on which you'll be taxed. For example, if you work out of a home office, it can be listed on a Schedule C form by determining the square footage of your workspace and multiplying the number by 5, which determines the specific amount that can be deducted. If you have one phone that you use for personal and business communications, determine what percentage of the monthly usage can be attributed to the business communications and enter that number on the Schedule C form. To maximize business deductions, reach out to a tax professional for more information. Number 2, be consistent with quarterly payments. Quarterly payments are expected by the IRS. If reasonable payments aren't received by the quarterly deadlines, the IRS is likely to assess a penalty. Number 3, separate your tax dollars early. Many experts recommend a separate bank account to set aside money for taxes. Get into the habit of putting a percentage of every payment into this designated account and commit to making withdrawals from it for tax purposes only. Some businesses suggest that you determine your taxable income by deducting your expenses for the month and setting aside an estimated amount to comply with local, state, and federal taxes due at the annual deadline. While penalties may be assessed if quarterly payments aren't adequate for the business's income, there is no risk in overpaying, as the IRS will send a refund for overpaid taxes after the annual tax deadline. Number 4, keep an income ledger. There are no rules to how an income ledger should look. It only needs to serve the purpose of recording payments to your business and business expenses. It may be a single Excel sheet with 2 columns, income and expenses. Separate your ledgers by month and be over-diligent in your accuracy. If the IRS recognizes a discrepancy between your ledger and the information provided by your clients, they may impose a penalty. Number 5, have an auditing schedule. No matter how diligent you are in your accuracy on your income ledger, it's human nature to occasionally make mistakes. To avoid costly consequences that these mistakes may cause, schedule regular audit sessions. Audit sessions are the business tax equivalent to balancing your checkbook. These sessions allow an opportunity for you to correct errors in ledger entries and verify that the quarterly payments you intend to make are adequate for processing changes in income. Finally, number 6, consult an accountant as soon as you can. Accountants are available all year around and should be easily accessible to help protect you from making errors on the complicated tax returns of small business. Accountants provide a valuable service, as they are familiar with deductions and the intricate stipulations that come with them, and have unique knowledge that can maximize deductions you may not be aware of. Do you have more questions about small business tax deductions? Check out our blog for more information. And on behalf of Tax Relief Professional, thank you for watching.